After second year, I went to work to make money for my internship, and I found a job at a gravel crusher, and it was a company that basically dug into the earth and made really big piles of gravel. Going in, I knew that it was going to be a challenge because I was going to be completely by myself. I was going to be the only one who knew what Jesus could do, who Jesus even really was. So as I'm working at the gravel crusher, I start talking to this one guy, and he was kind of the rascal of the crew, and he was the guy that was just picked on a lot. And in the bunkhouse after the shift one day, I was talking to him again, and he was just opening up, just sharing some things from his childhood, and just really opening up just some of his life and just some painful experiences he had. So at that moment, I felt in my heart that it was an invitation to start pouring into him and just pour in the love of Jesus into him. I ended up getting a word of knowledge that he had nightmares just throughout his whole life, as a child and even now. And I asked him, do you suffer from nightmares? And he said, yes. Actually, I have a nightmare probably every night, and I wake up scared, and it's just not very fun. So I prayed for him, and I just prayed for the nightmares to leave, and I just released peace on him. And so that the next day goes, 12-hour day of work, and again we're back in the bunkhouse. I see this guy come in my room, and he's kind of shy, and he asked me, I just wondered if you could pray for some more stuff. So I said, sure, of course. And so I started praying again. Same thing. His countenance would change. He would be filled with peace, and you could just really see something changing in his heart. So the next day goes by. We're back in the bunkhouse for the third night, and he says, today I in particular had to do a lot of shoveling, and my shoulder hurts. And so I said, man, I would love to pray for your shoulder. I believe Jesus can heal you, and I believe that he wants to heal you. So he agreed to let me pray for him, and I just went after it. And after a few seconds, he checked it out, and he's like, whoa, this is crazy. All the pain's gone. All the pain's gone. So for the next few nights, he just started coming into my room, and we were just talking about stuff. I would continue to pray for him, and you could just really see the Lord was just really touching his heart. And he was just telling me, like, you feel so safe, and you just feel like such a good friend. So I asked him, do you want to respond to Jesus anyway? Because he's been filling you with peace. He's been touching your heart. He healed your shoulder. Do you want to respond to him in any way? And then he says, I would actually love to just give my life to the Lord, and because my parents were Christians, and I went to church and stuff as a kid, but I never really followed properly. And so he told me that he just wanted to rededicate his life to the Lord. So I checked in with him a week later, and he said since I prayed for him, he never had a nightmare since.